Sims.
I'm Argus Huma, and I'm also a producer on The Sims.
And we're here today. We've got some questions from Sim Goody, all the great fans. We're going to run around instead of us doing all the talking and answering the questions. We're going to ask some of the people in the studio, some of the people that do all the hard work on the game. Thought it might be more fun for them to give you the answers than hearing from us all the time.
Hopefully we can sneak up on a few unsuspecting victims and get you all the answers you want.
For those of you who follow on Twitter or on the forums, SimGuru Brit.
SimGuru Argus.
And let's go find some, I don't want to say victims. Let's say
victims.
volunteers.
Alright, let's do it. And here we have Megan. We're pulling her out from behind the camera. She's our lovely camera lady for the day.
So when the image is shaking, that's my fault.
Yeah, to answer a quick question. So, Megan, can Toadsims eat bugs?
So, I have my lovely fake Toadsim here who acted out. Yes, they can eat bugs. They can eat bugs off of spoiled food and trash cans. It looks something like this. And they can also eat bees off of a beekeeping box. So, Toadsims are really awesome. You should definitely have them in your game.
Hey, Alan, got a quick question for you. Want to introduce yourself real quick?
My name is Alan Curtis. I am an object modeler on The Sims.
Nice. So the question today we have is the broom rack strictly decorative?
No, it is not.
Oh.
It's actually interactable, and you park your brooms there, kind of like a parking spot for cars.
Nice. So it's kind of like a bike rack.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And it's also compatible, so you can choose your colors and all that fun stuff.
Great deal. All right. Thanks, Alan.
Yeah, no problem, Argus.
Great.
I'm here with Oscar Bustamante, who is our lead world builder for Sims. Oscar's responsible for all the really cool stuff that you see in the world. Him and our world team do an excellent job. So today I have a question for you about Moonlight Falls.
Shoot!
Are there any new rabbit holes?
Well, there's tons of new rabbit holes. We have the Diner Grocery, we have the Bookstore Spa, we have the Business Bistro that you can see here. One of our new combo rabbit holes is a criminal theater.
Cool, so it's kind of like movies in the front and shady business in the back?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about what goes on in the back.
Got it. Alright, thanks Oscar.
Sure.
And here we have... Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Kari St. John, senior producer for The Sims 3.
Super
That's
awesome.
me.
Yeah. Today we're going to ask Kari, why do we call it Moonlight Falls?
That's a great question, Argus. Something that we've given lots and lots of thought over. And actually one of the funnest part of the process for us is figuring out the name for the new world.
Yeah.
Well, for me, why it's called Moonlight Falls, many different reasons.
Lots of different interpretations.
Many different reasons, but Moonlight Falls, I believe, was the name that we came up with because it has some double entendres.
Nice.
So the moonlight part has to do with our amazing new lunar cycle and the effects it has on the world, and the mystical and strange properties of the world itself.
Nice.
Gives it this kind of eerie, mystical moonlight look. And the falls, well, go explore the world and you'll figure out why the falls part.
Nice.
Lots of really cool waterfalls and areas to explore that I believe kind of encapsulate the name Moonlight Falls.
Hey, I'm here with Christian. He is one of our world builders. He is the guy responsible for all the beautiful houses that you see in the world. Christian, I'm here today to talk to you and for Sim Goody. They had a question, which is, what is your favorite house in Moonlight Falls?
Well, my favorite house is the big vampire mansion. It's the Van Gogh family. Can you see it on the screen? Is it coming through?
Yeah, sort of. If you can't see it now, you'll soon see it in your game.
Yeah. So yeah, my favorite things about it would be the large indoor swimming pool, the train room upstairs, and it's just got a ton of rooms in it and a really creepy secret basement. So I want to check that out.
Basement secrets. That's awesome. Well, I know you're busy, so thank you for
thanks for
spending a little
by.
time with us. So, see you later.
All right.
Hi, I'm here with Andy. Andy, you introduce yourself for us?
Yeah, I'm Andy Bush. I'm a designer on Sims 3.
Cool. Well, we're running around doing some fan questions for our SimGoody website. And the question we had for you was, can you tell us about this new collection journal?
Sure, yeah, I love the new collection journal. So, Sims 3, there's all this stuff to collect in the game, and the more casual players might not even know what's out there. So what this does is it gives players a comprehensive list of everything that's out there to collect in the game, and tracks it per sim. So you might not realize that there's pink diamonds out there, or pink diamonds, imagine that. So you'll be able to see everything there is in the game to collect, and you'll get some useful stats per item, like how many gem cuts have I made, what's the favorite bait of a given fish.
That's cool.
The other cool thing about it is if you're more the achiever type player, now on a single sim you can see if you've collected every single thing.
Wow.
So-
Have you collected every single thing?
I have not. It's pretty tough, pretty tough. My werewolf's helping, but I'm getting there.
Alright. Well, thanks, Andy.
Sure.
Hey guys, I'm here with Neil. Neil, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
I think you just did. I'm Neil.
Neil, what do you do?
I'm a designer of The Sims. And what's your question?
So the question I have is, what's new about vampires and supernatural?
Well, there's always something new going on with vampires, I think. But we wanted to give you something special for Supernatural. Vampires have a lot going for them already, but we wanted to deepen the storytelling and the experience you could have with them. So now you can have your vampires try to intimidate other Sims. And they do this in trying to be scary and sneaky. But not everybody responds the same way to this kind of behavior.
So it doesn't work every time.
Well, some people get scared, some people think it's cool, some people get kind of turned on.
Gotcha.
But, it's just kind of
like real life.
Just like real life. You can also then try to warn them away, saying like, I'm dangerous, so you should probably not hang out with me. Sims could accuse people of being a vampire, right? Say, you're a vampire, right? And you can choose to say, no, I'm not a vampire, what are you talking about? Which, it's pretty obvious to most people that you are, but you could also just finally confess and just own up to it, which gives you that chance to then deepen the relationship between those two people.
Nice.
There's a whole bunch of other things too that's not really just socializing. I mean, there are new lifetime wishes and achievements associated with doing vampiric things. So that's something you can find.
We got some special sunscreen for them too. Going on a little tongue twister, some vampiric sunscreen for the vampires.
Right. So if you want to get into the whole the alchemy thing, you can whip up some sunscreen. It's a potion, and that will help your vampire if you want to spend some time outdoors without going up in flames. Yeah, the side effect is you might sparkle a little bit, but it allows you to play outside with the other Sims.
Every star's got to shine, right?
That's right.
Oh.
Thanks, Theo.
Sure.
So I'm here with Paul. Paul, you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi guys, yeah, I'm Paul Metcalf, I'm the animation director.
Cool. And the question we have for Paul is, do fairy toddlers need to be trained how to fly?
No, they're actually really small and little weak, so it takes them a little while till they can really get their wings going so they can take off and start wandering around the house, causing some mischief.
Gotcha, a little feeble, a little bit like Bambi on ice.
They are, yeah, they'll try their best, then boom, straight back down on the bums again.
Gotcha. Second question we have, can fairies ride unicorns?
They can in fact ride unicorns, they can, yeah. Just this morning on the commute here, I did in fact see one. According to my daughter in the back seat, yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah. You're like, hey, look at that.
So look at that, love over there. And I swerved to miss the oncoming traffic, yes.
Nice, that's good. All right, thanks, Paul.
All right, thanks guys.
So I'm here with Jeff. Jeff, can you tell us what you do here for The Sims?
I'm an engineer. I'm working as the lead engineer right now.
Cool. Jeff's one of the big brains on our project. We love him. So I have a question for you today. Can you explain to me how cross-supernatural genetics are going to work in Supernatural?
Well, they work basically the same as in the regular game. You have a 50-50 chance of being like either of your parents. So if one of your parents is a supernatural, like a werewolf, then the child has a 50-50 chance of being a werewolf. If both of your parents are supernatural, then the child will definitely be supernatural. If both parents are werewolves, for example, the child will definitely be a werewolf. If you have a werewolf and a vampire who have a child, which, that would never really happen. Then
It's happened in movies.
the child might be either a vampire or a werewolf.
Cool, okay. Alright. So I can be a furry little creature? and be like mom or dad. And that's pretty awesome. Thank you. Go.
I'm here with Pablo Pofald, one of our character artists, and we have a question for him today, and it is, can werewolf fingernails be used on normal things?
Yes, they can. Anyone can use them, and they are stylable. So you can make them.
All right, my latest victim is Chris. Chris, you want to give us an introduction? Tell us what you do.
I'm a designer for The Sims 3.
Cool. I gotta ask about the large gator behind your head. That is awesome.
I won him in a tournament, gator wrestling tournament.
Gator wrestling tournament.
No, that's a lie. It was a video game tournament here
Nice.
in the studio, and I won him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Expert gamer, expert designer, man of many talents.
Yes.
I got a question for you today.
Okay.
What's new stuff for kids in Supernatural?
Supernatural kids, I get to ride the new Rocking Rider prop. It's a little hobby horse that kids can ride to adventure. A few little fun animations there. And being in a supernatural town, they need to look under their bed to check for monsters every once in a while, make sure there's really nothing under there. And if there is a monster under there, they usually run out of the room very upset and won't even sleep in the bed. So
That sounds scary.
it's a little scary in the town, especially at night.
Are there always monsters under the bed?
Not always. Sometimes it's good, and
Okay. Sometimes the coast is clear.
yeah, and then children can sleep a little easier.
Good to know. All right. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Go.
Here with a couple more extraordinarily awesome QA testers. You guys want to introduce yourself real quick?
I'm Sarah. And I'm Connie.
And our question for them is, if you really find zombies to be kind of a pain and you don't want them around, how do you get rid of them?
Well, first of all, you can level up your witch to the point where they can use a sunlight charm, and that will get rid of the zombie curse. Or you can use an elixir to cure them.
Nice.
Yeah, they also added awesome cheats because everyone uses cheats. If you don't, good for you.
You're
But
lying.
I always
You're
use
better
cheats.
than I.
I can't survive without cheats. But if you shift click the mailbox, there's a new cheat where it's remove the cults from the world. You can pick any of them, so you can annihilate like any cult you want, including zombies.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Good to know. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Now that we've tormented everyone else in the studio, I think it's your turn.
Oh.
So, how do I make a fairy without an elixir or cast?
So, without an elixir, without cast, so you have a sim in your world and you want to make her, or him, a fairy. We have a new rabbit hole. It's called the Arboretum. And sometimes you can go hunting around for fairies in there, and if you're lucky, you can get an opportunity. It'll take you through a little chain of quests, and you can find some cool things. And if you're lucky, maybe you'll come out on top. Be one of the superpowered fairies. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Nice.
So my turn. Now to put
Alright.
you into the hot spot.
Shoot.
How many spells are there for witches?
Ooh, how many spells are there for witches? Carry the 5. Subtract 2. 17.
17.
17.
Is that your final answer?
Ooh, yes, 17. Although that doesn't include really cool things like spell dueling and magically upgrading things.
Very
so,
nice.
but yeah, I think I had to do some extra counting there to make sure I got the bladder curse and the hygiene curse because I forget about those a lot. But pretty useful spells, those. Yeah.
Useful in a way for you making fun of other people, not so useful for you being the recipient.
Wow, fair enough.
Recipient.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
So that wraps up our tour of the studio. Hope you guys enjoyed the time with all of our excellent developers.
Winding down.
Oh, it's okay. We'll come back again soon. Thanks, Sim Goody. Thanks to all the fans.
Thanks, guys. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks to Megan, our beautiful camera lady for the day.
Yeah. Thank you. We should spin it around.
Megan says bye too. All right, bye guys.
Yeah.